Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Ravens Today Show with your host, Connor Gioffreda. We're going to dive into what I've been hearing in terms of rumors and mock draft picks, so we'll just get it right into it, okay? Jalen Ramsey asking for a trade from the Dolphins. I would love it if the Dolphins and the Ravens are able to come to an agreement to sign him, okay? Jalen Ramsey is one of the better corners in the league, one of the better vet corners in the league. And I think if the Ravens adding him to their corner room, which is, again, still needs depth right now, would be crucial for this offense. I think it would increase the defensive efforts tenfold. Jalen Ramsey, again, still up there in terms of age. Could sign him to a 1-year vet minimum to kind of prove himself a little bit. I think he could be a valued asset to the Ravens in the cornerback room that desperately needs some depth there. And he's a vet presence, so any more corners we do add in the draft or in the free agency would be a great addition because he can, be a mentor to them. Same with alongside Marlon Humphrey. But if the Ravens and the Dolphins are somehow able to work that out, I know that the Dolphins have talked about, a variety of teams in terms of trade, and the Ravens are one of them. Personally, I see the Ravens kind of, handing over a couple of draft picks for him. Not anything too big, a 5th or a 6th rounder for Jalen Ramsey because he's not as young as he once was. But I think it's a perfect fit for the Ravens. Jalen Ramsey can walk the walk and talk the talk. I mean, come on. It's just, I want this to happen. Please let it happen, Ravens. This would be awesome, at least in my book, for us to get Jalen Ramsey, who, again, one of the better corners in the league. And let's see how the trade talks go from here. Also, speaking of draft, we got some mock draft rumors going on with some picks that have been circulating with the Ravens. The Ravens have been talking about getting a safety in the first round. I'm talking about getting a defensive lineman in the first round. We're also going to go with the latest that they're going to pick an edge in the first round. Boston College edge Donovan Izoroku is one of those picks that the Ravens could have in that first round. He is second most sacks in the nation with 16.5 his senior year. The sky's the limit for this kid. He could be a very, very, very valued asset for this Ravens team. I think personally he could start over David Ajabo. I think Ajabo's time with the Ravens is coming to an end. We have tried to experiment with him, and he has not been able to live up to the expectation that he had in college. To be fair, he was injured his first year. And we try to develop him a little bit more. But again, I think that his time as a Raven is up. Let's move on to the next generation. He is not your typical pass rusher. He was like 263 pounds and 6'3". Not your typical pass rusher, but again, he has that play like a Raven mentality. Play like a Raven is just get him, hit him, okay? This, again, 16.5 sacks his senior year, second in the nation. Come on. I think this kid would be a star in the making on the Ravens, and with some development and some mentorship from that defensive line, from those defensive leaders, I think this kid could absolutely be one of the better stars in the league as a Raven. But again, we will have to wait and see and figure out if the Ravens are going to go with an edge in the first round or go with the safety in the first round. I want an edge, and this kid, I would want to have him as a Raven more so than any safety. Also, he's a Boston College alum. Ravens have some great Boston College alumni in the past. Zay Flowers is a college alum from Boston College. Come on. Look how he's turned out. He's one of the better wide receivers that the Ravens have ever had, and one of the best, in my opinion, one of the better wide receivers in the league. But I guess we'll have to wait and see come draft night, but I definitely approve this pick, and I want to see it happen. We're also going to move on to another rumor that I've been hearing that the Ravens should trade down in this draft. I mean, where are you going to go? You're sitting at 27. You want to go lower? I mean, the Ravens have had more success going lower than they have going up, with the one exception of Kyle Hamilton, of course, in recent years, at number 14. But the Ravens have had better players picked in the later round of the first. For example, Zay Flowers, Nate Wiggins, Lamar Jackson, for God's sake. The Ravens have had so much success with lower draft picks than they do with a higher draft pick, or even lower draft pick. Let's go with that. I think sitting at number 27 is a perfect number, because we can steal a player that a team that is better than us statistically wants, and we could be able to be Mr. Steal Your Player, and I don't want to see any of the other teams get a higher draft pick than us that went farther than us in the playoffs. That includes the Bills, the Eagles, the Chiefs, to name a few. I mean, it's just, I think that the Ravens need to stay at number 27 unless a real golden goose deal comes up, and again, invest in the defense at number 27. If any team does want to trade up, I'm happy for it. I mean, we got Kyle Hamilton in number 14. He's one of the defensive leaders on the Ravens, and personally, I can't wait until we re-sign him again to a contract extension. But sit at number 27. Let's stay there, and do not let any of these teams that are sitting at 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, all those teams that are sitting below us have any more leverage than they already do. Let's just sit at 27. Let's just take the pick, and let's invest in this star in the making, whoever we choose at number 27. Also been hearing some rumors that the Texans are looking to trade one of their running backs, Dameon Pierce. He is still on his rookie deal. He is, in my opinion, a good depth add. He combined for 700 yards in 2023 and 2024. Good depth add. I mean, the Ravens have Derrick Henry, Justice Hill, Keaton Mitchell in the backfield already. Then they have Rasheen Ali as well as the fourth backup. So I mean, it wouldn't be surprising to me if the Ravens decide to say, okay, let's just go with this and see what happens. Pierce could be a valued asset in the running back field, but a running back field has depth in it already. I mean, the Ravens have been a run first team, but I mean, sure, he's still on his rookie deal. We would get him for next to nothing. We would just invest, take his rookie deal as a rental per se, just like Roquan Smith was, and maybe Dameon Pierce finds it in himself to prove to other teams that he is worth what he is, and he will get a deal elsewhere after he is stint with the Ravens. I mean, I'm not against this pick. I think he could play both sides of we could toss it up for him to a pass, or he could run straight through the middle. But again, we'll have to wait and see. I don't know if it's a great idea for the Ravens to really give anything for a running back. But again, Keaton Mitchell hasn't been 100% since he tore his Achilles 2 years ago, or rather a year and a half ago now. And I mean, I think he's still kind of, healing, trying to get back into his groove that he was when he was a rookie. So maybe investing in Dameon Pierce a little bit, just seeing how he does in camp, just seeing, if his production level is as high as it was in 2023 and 2024. So I can see the Ravens going with this. And again, there's the Ravens are not losing anything if they decide not to. But that's just me. I mean, Pierce could be a depth piece for the Ravens and could provide some stability on that running offense until Keaton Mitchell is 100% confident and 100% healthy again. Or he can, while Derrick Henry's sitting getting some rest on the sideline, he could pick up the pace with some run plays with Lamar, because we know Justice Hill is a running back, but we use him for pass plays more often than not now. But again, it's just an added piece to the Ravens' run game. We would get him for next to nothing. That's what I want. If you disagree with me, comment down below. My name is Connor Gioffreda. Thank you for tuning into the Ravens Today Show. I will keep you all updated with the latest rumors and mock draft picks as we get closer and closer to this draft. Thank you and have a good day.